Have you ever wondered what makes the Hulk family tree so distinct from others? Even though they come from the same genetic makeup and gamma energy, each one of them is different in their own way. Today, we're going to discuss the physiology and lesser-known abilities of Red She-Hulk. Understanding our favorite character's anatomy gives us a unique POV, and knowing their lives and story arcs in the comic book universe. Red She-Hulk is surely the most distinct one. She goes from being a lanky, lonely kid to a gamma energy house with wings. We'll discuss every detail of her powers and quirks that make her stand apart from the rest of the beasts of her kind. Make sure you watch till the end, because this will change the way you look at Red She-Hulk and her story. Let's get going. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Who is Betty Ross? Betty Ross is a girl born in sunny California. She is the daughter of Thaddeus Ross, a big deal Air Force general, and Karen Lee. Tragically, Betty lost her mom as a teen, and her dad, being a military man, did not have enough time for little Betty. Realizing Betty's difficult childhood and loneliness, her father decided that the only solution was to send her to boarding school. So Betty was sent to a boarding school. After her return on finishing her education, not to her surprise, Dad was still all about the military life. While her life continues with her dad working along Robert Bruce Banner, the brain behind the bomb, on this gamma bomb project in New Mexico, Betty meets Bruce and it clicks. We know life's never smooth, especially when you are in love. Bruce was a secretive man. The biggest secret he had was the incident where, with the blast of gamma radiation, he was turned into the Hulk. You know, big, green, and not so friendly guy. Betty's heart beats for Bruce, despite her dad hating the guy. That's how love is, isn't it? Later, when Betty gets kidnapped by this ancient ruler, Tyrannus, Hulk rushes to rescue her, and during this rescue mission, Bruce's secret is revealed. All is well, and they eventually decide to marry, and the story continues. Everything looks nice and decent. Then what's with the Red She-Hulk? Let's explore this part. In the midst of the Code Red team's search for Domino, a sudden showdown unfolds where Red She-Hulk emerges on the scene. This powerhouse, none other than Betty Ross, proves her toughness by taking on to Wolverine, engaging in a fierce battle. Despite Wolverine's sharp claws, Betty's resilience prevails, and she refuses to be easily defeated. Betty's transformation into Red She-Hulk is not a simple tale. A tale we will uncover throughout this video. It involves her journey of coming back to life, overcoming challenges, and ultimately succumbing to brainwashing forces. Does she have wings? How does she become Harpy? Betty can turn into something wild. No, we are not talking about Red She-Hulk. We're talking about something wilder. Harpy with big bird-like wings and a whole lot of gamma rage. For those who are wondering how did this happen, well, I have one word for you: MODOK. This guy is the leader of AIM. He, being aware of Betty's condition, he pumped her full of gamma radiation, which resulted into Betty's transformation into Harpy, a creature born to battle the Hulk. Harpy's first mission was to find Hulk and take him down. Bruce, of course, wasn't prepared for the shock. The Hulk took a setback when Harpy, mid-fight, revealed she's Betty. Harpy doesn't give a crap and she knocks Hulk out. So does Harpy have wings? Absolutely yes. She has big, powerful, perfect for aerial attacks wings. Betty's transformation shows how wild and unpredictable the Marvel Universe can be. One minute, you're a general's daughter, and the next, you're a winged creature full of gamma rage. She died because of Hulk's radiation. A pretty intense moment in the Red She-Hulk saga is the time Betty Ross almost met her end because of Hulk's radiation. This is a key part of her story, so let's break it down. Bruce Banner, aka Hulk in his big green form, full of gamma radiation, is usually good with handling his power. But as we know, gamma radiation is no joke. It's powerful stuff. Even when Bruce isn't all hulked out, that radiation is still there, lurking in his body. Betty Ross, being romantically involved with Bruce, spends a lot of time around Bruce. Problem is, being close to Bruce means being close to that gamma radiation. That's when things go bad for Betty. She gets infected, and it's pretty scary. We're talking a life or death situation here. Bruce, being the genius he is, comes up with a cure, but things don't go as planned. The Abomination, a classic Hulk baddie, messes things up. He swaps Bruce's cure with his own blood. Betty's condition takes a toll. General Ross comes to play his father duties and puts Betty in cryogenic sleep. It's a desperate move, but what choice does he have? Then, Betty undergoes the same process that turned Ross into the Red Hulk. This incident is a huge part of this saga, as Betty goes from being this character at risk because of Hulk's radiation to becoming the powerful Red She-Hulk. From Red She-Hulk to the Red Harpy. What drives the astonishing transformation? It's time to explore Betty's transformation from Red She-Hulk to Red Harpy. Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk, decides to take his life, and sadly, Hawkeye helps him to achieve the same. Bruce is now gone. Betty Ross His longtime love is at the funeral, heartbroken. She even visits her dad in prison, thinking about revenge. But then, a pre-recorded message from Bruce changes everything. She drops the revenge plan, but it's Marvel, and believe me, it's not what it looks like. Bruce isn't gone for good. He's back, but avoids reaching out to anyone because, well, emotions. Betty hears rumors of his return, but she's not sure. Then, Bruce shows up at her place, but the union didn't last long. As a shadow-based agent, Bushwhacker tries to take out Bruce but shoots Betty. Thanks to Gamma Mutate's immortality, she comes back to life, but she comes back different. She's now the Red Harpy, fueled by resentment for the world and Bruce. As Harpy, Betty's on the move. She saves reporter Jackie McGee and even helps the Hulk fight a mutated Rick Jones, but she's not happy with Bruce. She won't even turn human in front of him. On the other hand, Hulk's got big plans. He's taking on Shadowbase, Roxxon, and anyone who's wrecking the environment. And right beside him is Harpy. She's there, fighting alongside Hulk. So, what drives Betty's transformation into the Red Harpy? It's a mix of gamma science, emotional turmoil, and a deep-seated resentment. She goes from mourning Bruce to becoming a powerful independent force. How do Red She-Hulk's sharp talons transform her into a formidable force? One of her most badass features of Red She-Hulk is her sharp talons. Her claws are a game changer in her battles. So how do these talons transform her into a formidable force? Let's get to the point. We're talking seriously sharp talons here, made for slicing and dicing. Hulk's tough skin is no big deal for these talons. Red She-Hulk's talons can cut through that. These talons have another use. It enables her to grab and hold heavy things, even the Hulk himself. Hence, they are her main combat weapons in any battle. Her battles with Hulk, Bi-Beast, you name it. Those talons are front and center. She's not just throwing punches. She's using those claws in every move. It's a whole new level of combat. How can Red She-Hulk break through realities? A mind-blowing ability of Red She-Hulk is that she can break through reality. Yes, you heard it right. She can break through not just walls or barriers, but actual dimensions. She was working under the control of the leader, big-brained villain with plans as vast as his intellect. He wanted to kidnap the brightest minds from the Avengers and Fantastic Four and drain their intellect. None other than Red She-Hulk was assigned this challenging task. While she was chasing Hank Pym, she realized it wasn't an easy chase to get hold of this genius. Hank, being Hank, locks himself away behind a door that leads to a different dimension. But this smart move wasn't enough. Although this door, a gateway to another place, another reality, seems like a solid escape plan, but Red She-Hulk, with power in her fists, punches through the door. She ends up punching through the dimension it leads to. Yes, she breaks through the very fabric of reality. So, what does this mean for Red She-Hulk? It means she's not just a muscle-bound powerhouse. She's got the ability to challenge the laws of physics, to bend the rules of reality. This power to break through dimensions puts Red She-Hulk in a league of her own. Does she have regenerating ability? Another cool ability that she has is her regenerative healing ability. Let's unpack how this works and what it means for her. If Red She-Hulk takes a hit, a bad one, you and I still do not need to worry. That is because her body knows how to fix her wounds really fast. Her injuries are just a speed bump for her body. This regenerative power is about survival. It's what keeps Red She-Hulk in the fight, even when things look grim, making her nearly unstoppable. Where does this power come from? Remember, she's not just any character. She's a gamma-powered being, and that's the source of her incredible healing. She can sense Bruce Banner. Sounds silly, I must say, but it's true. It is hard to say if this power of sniffing is limited to finding Bruce only or the gamma radiation has enhanced her smelling senses. For now, all we know is it's the effect of a special connection between them. Her head, or rather nose, tracks one person, Bruce Banner. In The Immortal Hulk, issues 18 and 19, there's a perfect example. Red She-Hulk is on the move, and she's looking for Hulk. Why? Because she is sure that he is around because she can sniff him. And that's all she did to reach out to Hulk. Sniff, sniff, sniff. I think if there isn't a gamma radiation justification to this, then this is a pure symbol of their deep, unbreakable connection. No matter where Hulk goes, no matter how well he hides, Red She-Hulk can find him. Does she have the ability of Energy Blast? One power that stands out amongst the others is her ability to blast energy from her hands. Her hands light up and then boom, energy blasts out. It's powerful and intense. The level of this blast is so much so that it can knock Hulk out. Hence, the energy blasts are a major part of her arsenal. She can take on anyone, even the mightiest of superheroes with this ability. Now, where does this power come from? Once again, we need to thank the Gamma Gods. This energy, it's a part of her, and she uses it like a pro. Red She-Hulk is smart, tactical. She knows when to unleash these blasts, how to make them count. So what does this mean for Red She-Hulk as a character? Well, share your thoughts in the comments. Is she more powerful than She-Hulk? We're tackling a burning question here. Is Red She-Hulk more powerful than She-Hulk? This is a hot topic in the comic world, so let's dive in and explore their strengths and showdown. Firstly, let's jot down some notes on Red She-Hulk. We know she's fierce, strong, and has some serious power. Testament is the time when Red Hulk's team, Code Red, was ambushed by X-Force in Hell's Kitchen. Red She-Hulk jumped into action, protecting Red Hulk from Wolverine. This incident alone defines her strong character. In World War Hulk, final chapter, we witness a showdown between Red She-Hulk and the original She-Hulk, the Green Powerhouse. It's a clash of titans, a real test of strength and skill, and in this tussle, Green She-Hulk delivers quite a beating to Red She-Hulk. This battle sheds light on their comparative strengths and abilities. So what does this tell us? It's a complex comparison. Red She-Hulk, with her gamma radiation powers, regenerative healing, and energy blast, is undoubtedly powerful. She's capable of going toe-to-toe with some of the toughest characters in the Marvel Universe. On the other hand, Green She-Hulk, another gamma-powered hero, has her own set of impressive abilities. Her strength, combat skill, and sheer determination makes her a tough opponent. The fact that she could overpower Red She-Hulk in their encounter speaks volumes about her own power levels. But is one definitively more powerful than the other? It's not a simple yes or no. In the world of comics, power levels can vary depending on the situation, the story, and even the writer's perspective. What's clear is that both Red She-Hulk and Green She-Hulk are incredibly strong characters, each with their unique abilities and strengths. Does she have any love interest? Can she reproduce? Bruce Banner. All of us know that, right? Or is there more to this tale? It's time to decode the love life of Red She-Hulk. From intense relationships to a surprising twist in her family life, her story is quite a journey in itself. We know the origin of Betty and her love life with Bruce. Their love story has its ups and downs at one point. They almost get married, but the leader, Hulk's enemy, intervened, turning Bruce back into the Hulk and destroying their wedding. Betty's love life takes another turn when she believes she's lost Bruce to another woman, Jarella. Heartbroken, she turns to Glenn Talbot, and they get married. However, their happiness is short-lived, as Glenn is captured, and Betty, believing he's dead, suffers a breakdown once again. Believe it or not, Betty has a daughter, Daydream, conceived in a dream when Nightmare, a villain, targets Betty in a long-term revenge plot against the Hulk. Daydream, real name Gwen, grows up unaware of her true origins. She becomes a singer and falls in love with a man named Ripley. Nightmare attacks Gwen, revealing his true identity and her real mother, Betty, and hence drama unfolds and the story follows. Betty's love life is a saga of its own, from her intense connection with Bruce Banner to her marriage with Glenn Talbot and the shocking story of her daughter. It's a narrative filled with love, loss, and unexpected turns. Marvelous verdict. Throughout this episode, we explored the various known and unknown abilities of Red She-Hulk's physiology that showed us the true extent of her capability, from good old brute strength to shooting energy blasts. Red She-Hulk's unique anatomy has definitely helped shape her journey in the comic books. Through this video, we understand her true ranks in the Hulk pantheon and the role she plays in the Marvel Universe. As we conclude this episode, let's not forget that just the Red She-Hulk, there will always be characters that have abilities we know nothing about, but that is where we come in. We at Marvelous Videos give our best shot at getting you the most unique superhero content there is. If you like this video, make sure to check out more such Marvelous videos on our channel. Until next time. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.